Believed that Frank Mir would be a dominant heavyweight champion, then the motorcycle accident, and lots of doubts. Tonight is a crossroads for Frank Mir. Will he excel once again, or will Brandon Vera reveal the truth that Mir's time has passed him by? Brandon Vera has a unique take on his battle tonight against former UFC heavyweight champion Frank Mir, as the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt was one of his first mixed martial arts heroes. But though both have been seen as the next big thing in the sport and are charismatic with stellar ground games, their paths diverge in the stand-up realm, where the 7-0 Vera has shown the type of striking and power that few in the game can match. If he can put Frank Mir on his list of victims that includes Fabiano Scherner, Justin Eilers, and Asuero Silva, the sky's the limit for the truth, who is rapidly becoming one of the UFC's top young stars and a serious contender for the UFC heavyweight title.
I used to want to be this guy. Now I'm going to try to beat him so I can be better than him. So I guess I don't want to call him a stepping stone, but he's just another block in the road.
To most sports fans, there is nothing better than a good comeback story. Former UFC heavyweight champion Frank Mir is in the midst of writing his own tale of coming back from disaster, as he hopes to add another positive chapter when he takes on highly touted contender Brandon Vera tonight. Fortunately, whatever Mir faces in the octagon will pale in comparison to the September 2004 motorcycle accident that forced him to relinquish his title and which kept him out of the octagon for close to 2 years. Gone were the dominating wins over Tim Sylvia, Tank Abbott, and Wes Sims, and when the Las Vegan was upset in his February 2006 comeback fight against Marcio Cruz, the outlook was bleak. But Mir is a champion at heart, and when he came back in July, he showed why. He is still a dangerous fighter in the heavyweight division, as he gutted out a 3-round decision over Dan Christensen. Tonight, the comeback continues.
If he doesn't tap into a choke and he gets caught in something else, I think he'll scream, because I tend on shredding it, you know. I'm back to the old self where if I grab a hold of it, I'm going to try to tear it off.
Coming up next, Brandon "The Truth" Vera takes on Frank Mir. I mean, you know you're a confident cat when you win for the first time in the UFC and the first thing you do is call out Chuck Liddell. That tells me you got a little bit of self-confidence.
Yeah, no waning of confidence there. I think what a lot of people don't know about Brandon Vera is he's got very, very good wrestling skills. He was a ranked Greco-Roman athlete. He wrestled for the Air Force team. I knew him back then, competed against him back then at the national tournament. Very, very good wrestler. And he's been knocking cats out here with his striking ability. So very, very well-rounded fighter.
He is one of the nicest, most polite young men you will ever meet. Yes, sir. No, sir. Pleasure to see you, sir. He may come off a bit arrogantly and confident when he calls out at Chuck Liddell, but that's really kind of his fight mode. That is not his personality. He's a tremendous young man. He's
a very, very nice kid. I've done some training with him now in recent years. He's a very hard worker. I mean, he does have the total package. He could do very, very well in this sport, and he's well on his way to making a mark in Ultimate Fighting.
Well, you know, it's interesting, Randy, you talk about his grappling. A 2-time Pan American champion, Abu Dhabi veteran, 8-time Grappler's Quest champion, which I know you were involved with in a long, long time. He would prefer to put on the big show and knock people out, but that's probably not what Frank Mir's going to try to do. Frank Mir's going to try to take it down. Then we'll see how great Vera's skills truly are against a world-class Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt.
I think that's exactly my point. People don't realize, because he's been knocking cats out, that he has a wrestling and grappling background, and that's what's going to pay dividends for him tonight, is if he can keep this fight standing and stay out of Frank Mir's area of strength, which is on the ground.
Brandon "The Truth" Vera. Many times called a heavyweight George St. Pierre because he is so multi-dimensional and talented. But is he truly the next big thing? He could make a huge statement here tonight. Here he comes, the former heavyweight champion, Frank Mir. perfect song. No turning back now. This is what makes him. This is the night we will truly see what the future holds. Not only, as I said at the top of the show, for Matt Hughes and George St. Pierre, but for a man who we thought would be a very dominant champion for a long, long time in Frank Mir.
You know, you got to give credit to Frank Mir. He doesn't jump in and take an easy fight to try and get back on track. He's going to jump right in there against a guy that's 7-0, on a tear, not been defeated. You know, he's not taking the easy road. He wants to test himself. He looks to be fitter. He looks calm and relaxed. You know, you can see in his eyes that he's got that confidence and swagger back a little bit. I'm anxious to see him compete tonight and see how he does.
After the motorcycle accident in September of 2004 with a broken femur, a rod and 2 screws were inserted in the leg, the big strong leg of Frank Mir. He was away from the game for over a year. And oftentimes the doctors kind of said, Randy, that if he weren't such a world-class athlete, he may have not walked normally again, let alone compete back inside the octagon. But because he was so strong and his body was so powerful, he withstood a lot of the damage in which was done in the accident.
It's unfortunate to find himself in a situation like that at the top of his game, standing there holding the belt and, you know, get into a freak accident like that. But that's what champions are made of. He's picked himself up. He's gotten back on track.
Our tale of the tape for this heavyweight showdown brought to you by Zenergy, the ultra premium energy drink from Science. Frank Mir, 27 years old. Much heavier than Brandon the Truth Vera, who is 2 years older. And it's that weight that Mir wants to make Vera feel tonight, to wear down the opponent, who truly, if he didn't eat as much, could be at 205 pounds. Let's get our official introductions once again from Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, the fighter in the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist who holds a perfect professional record of 7 wins with no losses. He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 230.5 pounds. Fighting out of San Diego, California, Brandon the Truth Vera. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist who holds a professional record of 9 wins with 2 losses. He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 254 pounds. Fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, the former UFC heavyweight champion, Frank Mir. When the action begins, our referee in charge of this contest is Steve Mazzagatti.
Steve Mazzagatti, our referee, heavyweight matchup. Same theme as with GSP and Matt Hughes later. The past, I guess, in this case, though, not so much the present. Frank Mir, against whom many believe is the future, Brandon Vera. Will a small torch be passed tonight? Mir takes the center of the octagon quickly. Leading with the right. Southpaw stance. Straight kick by Vera.
Boy, it's apparent to me right away that Mir's been working on his stand-up skills.
No question, and he took the center of the octagon, as you taught me many years ago, Randy, kind of making that statement.
Oh, nice left hook by Brandon Vera.
Brandon Vera's hands are absolutely tremendous.
Big straight right, another one. Tie clinch, watch the knees. Oh, that one hurt him.
Mir was shaken, and it could be over quickly. Mir is in trouble early. That knee rocked him. Vera works out a ton with
some blood coming out of the right. He hit him right on the button.
Many consider Rob
he is in deep trouble here. He's
bloodied up.
He's in a crucifix here. Both arms isolated. Brandon can kind of posture here. Mir doing a good job of bucking and getting out of this situation. If I was Brandon, he needs to stand up here. Mir's going to get real dangerous.
Trouble. Mazzagatti on top of it. It is all over. It is all over. Brandon Vera has defeated Frank Mir. And it started with a huge knee.
Started with that straight right hand. He doubled up on it, went to the tie clinch. Knee on the button.
What a statement made by Brandon Vera.
Let's take a look at this replay. Straight right hand right down the pipe. Bam. Wham! Goes again for the second one. Stands him up with the straight right. Second right to the tie clinch. Here's the ground and pound. Controlling the underhook on the top side, landing the nice shots. Referee's seen enough.
Wow. You know, one thing that needs to be said, though, is Brandon Vera is so good that Frank Mir, although it didn't last long, could be a great Frank Mir tonight, but Brandon Vera could just be better at this present day. At least he looks so here. Here's the huge knee. Bam! Absolutely rocking Frank Mir. That was the middle of the end. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Steve Mazzagatti has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 9 seconds of the very first round. For the winner by TKO, Brandon the Truth Vera.
Did not take long at all. Randy Couture.
Brandon, facing the former heavyweight champion, tell us how you felt coming into this fight.
I was scared. I'm not gonna lie, I was scared. Frank Mir was a hero of mine. I've always wanted to be like Frank Mir before the accident. Frank, I love you, baby. I hope you come back and do it again. I was scared, baby. I like it now.
Take a look at this replay, Mickey's replay on the big screen here, and talk us through it.
Hit him with a knee. That's how he do the Muay Thai clinch. I just gave it to him again. I missed. He took it to the ground. We went ahead and finished it with a ground and pound. Right hand, got him dizzy. I just had to follow up and keep going, Randy, like you ground and pound, baby.
Ladies and gentlemen, 8-0 now in the heavyweight division, Brandon Vera.
I want to thank everybody that helped me out for this fight, and everybody, all my fans on BrandonVeraTraining.com. Thank you very much.
Brandon the Truth Vera makes the biggest statement of his mixed martial arts career.